Hey guys, Mike Martin here. Another Friday, another batch of questions. I've not yet seen the questions, but what my team do is give me a list of tabs to open, and they send me a presentation style with 3 local questions on it. So yes, let's get started. I'm just going to fly through the questions. I'll answer any questions you guys have got this week. One of my team did say to me that because I've asked you guys to separate the questions. So if you've got 3 questions, send me 3 questions separately. They did say that a couple of the questions this week were so long that they've just cut the end off the questions. They said to me, what should we do? I said, cut the end off the questions, and then people might get into the habit of asking human length questions rather than asking me full essays. So I've said just chop the end off. So if the end of any of your questions are missing, it's your own fault, because I've asked for questions to be done in single question format. Other than that, obviously, you come over to mikemartin.uk, click on Ask Me Anything. You can submit the questions, and I will answer any of your questions that's relevant to the business and things like that. If it's irrelevant, my staff will just delete it completely, and I'll never see it. So if you're asking daft questions like daft questions, yeah. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's get started. Okay, Brian. You all right, Brian, mate? Right, you mentioned in the video that affiliate tracking may work or may not work to link the affiliates with the business owners, upgrade to a larger service radius, or to add additional service keywords later because you are not sure if the affiliate... Right, the affiliate tracking cookie works. Wait there. No one wants to lose commissions due to this lack of tracking system. Let us know when this is fixed. All right, so let me explain something. If you go and sell something now as an affiliate on Amazon, yeah, they set up a tracking cookie which expires after 30 days or expires after 3 months or expires after whenever, right? But if you go to Amazon and somebody follows your Amazon affiliate link and they purchase a product, right? Or if they follow your Amazon affiliate link and they don't purchase anything, and then they follow someone else's, the other person gets paid. That's just how tracking cookies work, right? With regards to the upsells inside of the system, if you go to any other affiliate platform anywhere, 99.999% of those, you don't get paid on the upsells anyway. We've set you a lifetime cookie, but I can't guarantee it will work 100% of the time on the upsells inside the system. If they purchase something 3 months later and they've got a different cookie from somebody else or something completely different changed inside the system, it won't work. It's not something that we're going to fix. It's something that is pretty standard inside of the affiliate marketing industry. However, we are putting the price up on Wednesday this week, as you probably know. I know Brian's about quite a bit, so you probably know we're putting the price up on Wednesday, and this is brand new. We've signed up tens of thousands of users in the last few weeks. We've now going to start bedding in, and things are going to start solidifying a little bit, and the front end will get more expensive for you to make money straight out the gate. We have got the ability for people to now do the done-for-you service. You don't have to sell it as a done-for-you service. You can do the $50 per month straight out the gate. But I've got a webinar coming on Friday, so we've got some more upgrades coming on Friday, so that's exactly a week today. And those upgrades that are coming next week, you will see that I'm going to go through 3 business models, my 3 favorite business models to use this. So we'll jump onto that as well. So you'll be able to see ways to generate revenue with this very, very easily. Or better, so I've read your first part of your question. This is why I want one questions, guys. Or better, and sell this now. Give us the option to sell a 10-mile radius, offer a $120 setup and $60 per month, or $70 and add the $120 annual fee into the monthly payments with 3 months free. Yes, we will. This kind of setup will happen. At the minute, we've got one set up that is for the done-for-you service, but obviously I've not put any affiliate commissions on the done-for-you service for the initial setup fee because I wanted to keep that as low as possible, okay? So literally, I don't get any money on that. Nobody gets any money on that. That goes straight to the person that's setting them up. But if you want to set them up yourself and not pay them a penny, that's totally up to you. It's optional. Can you set up a sales page for a 10-mile radius? Others offer with $120 setup. You can do all this yourself with your affiliate link. You know that, don't you? Especially once you've got the done for you service. But the price is going up on Wednesday. Once the prices go up on Wednesday, we'll have multiple different options like a proper front end business. The reason we did it the way we did it is if you've read the Safe Startup System, okay, we set 3Local up using my book, The Safe Startup System. And because we use the strategies inside of the Safe Startup System, we've signed up tens of thousands of customers in the first few weeks, okay? That book really works. We use the strategy in it. We're now at a point where it's like, okay, we don't want to keep growing as fast as we're growing. We now want to turn this into a real front-end business. And if we do want to start growing again in the future, we use the strategy from inside the Safe Startup system. We've now used the second step inside the Safe Startup system, which is where we're now going to be looking at exactly who our ideal prospects are and figuring out exactly how you guys can get in through the front door, which will include you guys selling this as affiliates, which will include you guys selling this as agencies, and which will include you guys selling this as building your own business. I'll have to explain that on Friday. You're going to love that one. Can you set up a sales pit? I think I've just done that one. That would be more motivating to sell and would lock commissions on this to the affiliate. Yes, this is exactly what's going to happen, Brian. So, mate, yeah, we are definitely going to do this going forward. Give me a few more weeks on this, bud. By Friday, I'll have done the webinar, and then after that, the front end will start taking shape, and you'll start seeing things. There'll be 10-mile upgrades inside the system instead of 1-mile upgrades, and so on and so forth. But literally, at present, right from the outset, we followed the model inside the Safe Startup System book, and it caused 3Local to explode, as you know, which is why we've got, I don't know how many questions this week. Oh, there's only 9 this week, but it looks like some of them are multiple questions in one. But yes. Hi, Jeff, you all right, mate? Long time no speak, buddy. Hi, I run a digital agency and I'd like to market 3Local as a service to potential customers. Do you have any creative emails, Facebook posts, and ad copy, videos, etc. that I can use to market this service? Thanks. If you log into Thrivecart and you click on the affiliate resources link, there's actually a link inside of there that enables this for you. In addition to that, Jeff, I know exactly who you are. I've spoke to you, and I think it was your missus that we last spoke. I'm completely happy for you to submit a support ticket to support@mikemartin.zendesk.com and tell Keith, Mike said pass this over because he wants to share the affiliate link so I can sign up for the Done For You service, which would get the front end set up for you. Now, the Done For You is optional on the front end the way that we do it. So you'd be able to give it out to your clients, sell it via your own setup, but you just do the setup as well at the front end. But yeah, whatever works for you, Jeff. Obviously, we've spoke together quite a few times. I know you're a proper legit agency. I've sat down and had conversations with you. So, but yes, there is some stuff inside there. If you do need anything else, do let me know. Any additional stuff, then I'm happy to put it together for you. I've spent $2,000 on that Vyond software, which is basically enables me to make scripts into videos and ads and stuff like that. So anyone who's got a script that they want to turn into an advertisement and things like that can potentially chuck it through there and see what happens. Okay. Jeff, again, I have a client who owns a franchise in a home services industry. There are hundreds of franchisees throughout the United States in the franchise. Each franchisee has their own GBP, as well as a page on the main franchise website. Is it possible to use 3Local for this franchise for multiple franchisees? Oh my God, it's like you've read me. Right, okay, Jeff, it's like you've read me mind, buddy, right? So we're putting the prices up on Wednesday. Yes, price goes up Wednesday this week. So you'll get an email probably today, tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, you'll get another email inviting you to a webinar on Friday, where I'm going to be unveiling the next upgrades to the system. Now, the newest upgrades to the system is going to make exactly what you've put there 100% possible. So, for example, let me, I don't know if I can edit this. Yeah, I can, right. So, imagine I own, which I do, I own this domain name, not .com, .co.uk, right? So, imagine I want to, I can't see what I'm doing on this stupid fucking thing. Imagine I've got a client that is auto electrician. In fact, let's put auto electrician Manchester. Yeah. .first-call.co.uk. And then what I would do is I'll be able to build this out for that particular client And that particular client will be able to, this will link back to their website, it'll connect to their Google business profile, it'll connect to their phone number and all the other stuff, the click to call and everything, but it'll be on my website as like a franchisee. So these guys are going to be able to give out these radius style sites to the people that are part of their franchise. So it's like you sell them into your franchise and you add this onto your own website, but you're going to connect it to their Google business profile, pulling in all their information, pulling in all their geolocation data and all this other crazy stuff. I'll go for it proper on Friday, right? But then imagine the next guy comes up and he's like, okay, well, I'm just, we did a website for this the other day, actually, didn't we? CM Roofing. .first-call.co.uk, right? And he gives us his central location. We connect to his GMB, and he just wants CM Roofing right? And then we've got somebody else that wants Manchester Plumber. Yeah, or let's do Manchester-Plumber. .first-call.co.uk. So as you can see, this is kind of building itself out, and you can then sell these sites with what you're going to be able to do. I would potentially think you'd be able to do a 4-mile radius. You'll be able to do a 10-mile radius. You'll be able to add additional miles for them and charge them on that basis, and all that crazy stuff. So this will work inside of you. You'll have one area in each of your clients for your agents, not for your agency, but your franchise model business will each have one of these each. And this is coming, mate. You'll have this. This will be a possibility. This will be available. You'll be able to do this and connect it to their Google business profile for every single one and have it connected to your own business website pretty soon, like literally within the next couple of weeks. Like I'm hoping, I'm praying. I'm at a stage now where I'm ready to push it, and I'm about to, after I speak to my team later today, I'm probably going to be booking the webinar for next Friday. I won't email you about the webinar for Friday because I'll be emailing about the price hike for the next 3 or 4 days. Then on the Wednesday, I'll be sending everyone the webinar link, which I think they've sent me the webinar link here. It doesn't say the date on it yet. It says the next one's the 5th of August, which is the monthly one that we do, but we'll add it to this. So if you sign up to this one here, if you pause the video and get that URL, in fact, I'll put this link in the bottom of the video so that people who want to jump on that webinar can do. But that webinar is going to make it so that we've got multiple different business models. I think I've got them over here, actually. Yeah, Friday webinar. Introduction, build 3 sites, business models, local business to national. So you're going to be able to take a local business, send it national. Agency client websites, my favorite, build your business. So these have got different setup things inside them like that. I'll do it a quick scan so you can see it. But but yes, this is like you're reading my mind, mate. This is exactly what we're doing. So we've got like 4 different business models that we're going to enable people to be able to do moving forward. And this is going to be, I swear to God, right? When I keep getting super excited about this, and I'm running around saying this is the best thing in the world, and this is the best thing for local businesses, and there's nothing on the planet that even compares to what it is that we've created. Like, we're still working through upgrades, and every time a new upgrade comes along and I show people how to use it, people are just going to be like, oh my God, no way have they done this. Oh my God, no way have they done that. And this is what's going to keep happening with every single upgrade. Wait till you see what we're going to do with Google business profiles and stuff like that, and how you're going to be able to rank your Google business profiles, not just in little areas, but everywhere. Like, some of the stuff we're doing for this is completely revolutionary, and we're going to try and keep the prices as low as possible. The reason we're taking away the 3 months free, is I wanted 10,000 users on the system. But we hit that within a few days, probably a week. I can't remember exactly how long it was. But literally, we hit 10,000 users that quick. Like, it skyrocketed. And I've kept it, and I've kept it, and I've kept it, and I've kept it. And now my business partner's like, Mike, no more of these. Let's slow down, and let's just focus on growing the system. And if customers want to come in, they can come in and pay. We're already getting people sending us testimonials. Check this out. We got our first, and I'd love testimonials, guys. Send me, I'm doing everything I can to make this as good as possible, but send me some testimonials, please. I got one yesterday. I was super excited. I put it straight onto my YouTube channel.
That Mike Martin's done for us over at Local SEO.
This guy, I was over the moon with this. I was like so happy. And basically what he's done is we threw it up for him. We set it all up. They wanted to do all their own content and all their own stuff, but they just wanted us to do a quick setup for him, so we did. And literally within 24 hours, this guy's getting page 1, position 1 rankings. Page 1, position 1 rankings. Not for a plumber, not for a roofer, not for an electrician, for SEO agency keywords. Who knows how to rank SEO agencies? Who's the hardest person to compete against? SEO agencies. This guy's getting position 1, page 1 rankings within, I think it was within 2 days of setting it up, right? And it's probably more now. His URL's there. In fact, we could potentially have a look, couldn't we? Yeah, let's have a quick scan. Site, let me go back to his thing. promo-seo.uk. So it'll be local.promo.uk. He won't mind me doing this because he's already done a testimonial, which means he's made it public. Oh, look at that, man. A few days in, and he has now got 90 pages indexed in Google. Yeah. Let's have a look at this one here, because this is for SEO services. Right click, search. I don't know if this is connected to a Google Business Profile. Connecting it to a Google Business Profile makes a massive difference, like a humongous difference to your rankings. All right, so you can tell I've not planned this because this one's not on the first page. I'm good. I'm heartbroken. But I don't know if it's connected to a Google Business Profile. So if it's not connected to a Google Business Profile, that will make a difference. We can look at the thingy in a minute, actually. But this guy's got 90 pages indexed already in Google. And he done me a testimonial there showing me first page, position 1. You'll have to look at the video to figure out which ones he's got ranking first page, position 1 and all that stuff. But it's there. It's happening. It's good. Right. That's me adding that at the bottom. So let me move over here. Like these ones. Brian, mate, please do them one at a time. Yep. Right. What is the link and date time for the go-to webinar for building a website for Free Local? Right. That webinar is here. You can pause the video and copy that in. Or alternatively, I'll stick the link at the bottom of the video for you, bud. You mentioned on Monday video that 3 Local will change from free to 3 months for free. It'll be 10 days. And that the price will go up. As an affiliate, this makes it difficult to sell when changes like this. Yeah, I totally agree with you, mate. Changes like this happen when these changes come in. These changes are coming on Wednesday. Once we've done what we're doing on Wednesday, that pricing structure and that setup will stay like that for the next 6 months minimum. Okay. And the reason it's happening the way it's happening is very, very simply, look, we followed the Safe Startup model. It absolutely exploded the business. You should read that book and use it in your, like, I've written 11 books, right? And if somebody said to me, right, keep 10 of your books and get rid of the Safe Startup system, or throw all your other books in the bin and just have that one book, right? It was about 350 pages when I finished writing it. And I've gone through and I've deleted loads and loads and loads, and it's turned it into, it is so good for anybody starting a business, anyone wanting to be successful with a business, anyone wanting to do anything. It's brilliant, right? And that's me saying about my own book. It is brilliant. If I'd have had that book 10 years ago or 20 years ago, I'd have made way more money than I've already made. Anybody who goes through and follows it and listens to it and pays attention to what it is I'm actually telling you to do throughout the book will be successful. Guaranteed you'll be successful. It's pretty much impossible not to, because everybody does the same thing. They're always trying to run in 50 different directions and all over the place and doing all this stupid and literally, I mean, I can guarantee we've got probably loads of SEO agencies listening to this now, and you probably have 6 core offers in your business, right? I was sat with one of the most successful guys I know last week. And I'm sat talking to him, and he's turning down clients that want to spend $5,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $2,000 a month. And I'm like, why are you turning these clients down? I'm asking him questions. Why are you turning them down? He said, because it doesn't fit our core offer. He says, we have an amazing offer and we just stick to it. We promote and market that one core offer. And all they're doing is find it. I don't want to go too far into this. Read the book. Honestly, it's brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. If I was to get rid of all my 11 books and the thriller book that I wrote like 10 years ago, I would say scrap every single one of them, just keep the Safe Startup system, because I know the Safe Startup system is going to help way more businesses. Right, what is the plan today and the future of the price terms for selling through local? You'll find out on Wednesday, mate, with that. On Wednesday, we're going to up the price. We're going to change it. We'll also try and put a bigger package on the front end for you so that you can have a package that sells for more with a bigger radius, okay? That might not go up on Wednesday, but the price will definitely go up on Wednesday. The free trial will definitely go away on Wednesday. We will put the annual price up. We'll put a monthly price on there. So there's an annual and a monthly that you can get your hands on. And then obviously we'll do a bigger package deal so you can have a 10-mile radius so you can sell that as an affiliate, okay? We'll do all that, and by the end of next week, that will all be there and available for you to start pushing and promoting and selling. And I can understand why you're saying this. There's a lot, like we've got guys selling hundreds of these things, and I'm still having to put the price up, and they're going to be like, "Oh, I've got to change my whole setup." Unfortunately, it is what it is. Like it is what it is. The thing, businesses change, businesses grow, businesses progress. Netflix put the prices up regularly, so does Amazon Prime, so does everybody else. We have to do it. We said we'd take on 10,000 users and then we'd put the price up and sell it like a real business, and I've managed to keep us to way, way, way more than that. We've taken on way more than that. And that's not websites built, that's actual users. Okay, so we track two different metrics. Like let's say yesterday, let's say 10 people signed up yesterday, for example. I don't know how many signed up, it's probably a lot more than that, but let's say 10 new businesses signed up yesterday. We probably would have had 100 websites created, simply because 10 businesses will sign up, but most of the people that are signing up, as soon as they've seen it and used it and figured out how powerful this is, they're like, oh my God, and I can use this for this, and I can use it for this, and I can use it for this. So they're setting up multiple accounts, but they're going in the same workspace under the same email address, so they're not classed as new customers. Right, I'll shut up. Let me go back. I forgot where I was. Right, I would like to commit to selling 3 local, but now the change in price and 2 weeks free rather than 3 months. I want the white labeling you mentioned in the video much earlier so that I can sell under my brand. Do you have a date and plan for the white label? We don't. 6 months minimum, like I said last time. 6 months before we're going to be white labeling it. We've got 3 massive upgrades coming, right? One of them should come this Friday coming. Then nothing will come for 6 to 8 weeks. Realistically, and not even if it's ready, it won't do, because there's 4 business models that I need to do all the training for and everything, right? White label is right down my list, okay? But the one that Jeff mentioned earlier, which is for the franchise model, for you building your own business. So imagine me having MikeMartin.uk, which is over here, yeah. Imagine I wanted to start saying to people, right, MikeMartin.uk, so you can have plumber Manchester.MikeMartin.uk, you can have roofer London.MikeMartin.uk, but it's connected to your GMB and it goes back to your website and it has all your geolocation data and it has all your information in the back end and it has your CID URL embedded in the back and all the other crazy stuff that comes with it. It does all that on your own subdomain of MikeMartin.uk. That, as a model, as a business model, is so scalable. Nobody ever has to see inside the system, but if you want to let them inside the system, you can do. Once we've done all that and we've set up all these business models and we've done all these franchise models and all this other crazy stuff, at some point we'll be able to turn around and say to, let's say we've got 1,000 people doing a franchise model or we've got 1,000 people doing the agency model. We'll be able to then go to those guys and say, guess what? Now you can switch on white labeling inside your system. You can change the logo. You can change the URL, blah, 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 blah. So that when people log in, they log in at your URL rather than at our URL. There's not a massive change from that point, but we have to do it in stages so that when we do the white labeling, it's done right and it's done ready for the right people to be able to do it the way it's going to be doing it. So we're doing it in stages and you're going to benefit from each stage as it comes, but we can't rush white labeling because there's a lot going to go into white labeling to make sure that it's designed specifically for our most popular business models. I might release this thing for franchises and I might release this thing for agencies next week and find out that agencies don't want this, but the franchise model is massive. It's absolutely humongous. I think that the franchise model that Jeff mentioned earlier is the biggest opportunity for this because people who own good domain names, let's say like Jeff, sorry to keep bringing you up, bud, but I know Jeff's been doing this for years and years and years and years and years, right? He's got a legit, proper good local SEO organization. He legit looks after his clients. He's got a website there that he's probably had up, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. If he was to start sticking these subdomains on his own website, okay, and connecting it to client Google business profiles like that as like a franchise model, okay, that they'd shoot to the top right out the gate really, really early on, especially if he links back to them from the homepage of his website, because he's going to pass the juice from his homepage of his website. If you're going to set up a brand new franchise for this and start working it straight out the gate that way, then it's going to take time because you've got to build a footprint, you've got to build online, all the stuff that comes with it. I won't go into too much detail on it. So yes, we are looking at white label, but white label, I think 6 months down the line, bud. But the franchise model will be very possible very soon. And I think the franchise model is where you can sell it for whatever you want, and you add them onto your own current website, so you control and manage and oversee the asset. I really like that model. I see a lot of potential in that model. You could have 50, 1,000, 2,000 clients very, very easily, and you just have one domain name, your domain name, but it connects to everybody else's domain name through your 3Local system. They don't need to log in or see it. You can manage it, oversee it, look after it, do everything for them. And if they leave, you can just go in and do what I do, where I set up on my site. So let me go to local dot, I think it was Dorset Pest Control, where I do this. Bam, I just have that thing pop up. This site's ranked using 3Local, and I do that on loads of sites now all over the place. I've got tons and tons and tons of sites doing this. This has obviously got to change. All my shit's got to change as well. It's not just you guys, it's me as well. I've got to change everything up. It's a pain in the backside, but obviously businesses move, things change. Right, Brian, you all right, bud? Right, I'd like an idea of 3Local done for you. I like the idea of 3Local done for you. Yeah, it came from you guys. I read all your comments on the YouTube videos. I listen to everything you guys say to me. I've obviously got to stay focused on where we're going and what we're doing. The whole point to 3Local is I want to help as many local businesses as possible. Like, as many local businesses as possible. If I can help 100,000 local businesses in the next 6 months, then I'm over the moon. I'm absolutely buzzing. And you know what? Even though it's super low cost and it's super cheap and anyone can afford it and all the rest of that stuff, if it benefits all them businesses, I don't care. Like, I don't want to sell it for $150, $200, $300 a month. I want to sell it as low cost as I possibly can, so that as many businesses as possible can afford it, and so that as many businesses can benefit from it. That's kind of the mission. And all the other stuff, all the other ideas that we're going to come up with will help a lot of local SEO agencies and a lot of other businesses come up with cool ideas of how they can use the system. But fundamentally, the system is designed to help local businesses. And if a local business wants to go from local to national, then they'll be able to do that very, very soon. Right, you mentioned that local SEO guy will get paid $250 to set it up for the business owner. Yes. Does the affiliate make 40% of the $250 setup and the $50 monthly? No. So this is optional, yeah? So basically, when I'm sat down with Keith and we're having a chat with him, Keith wanted more than this, and we talked him down a little bit. I think it was because he was drinking. He's now doing loads and loads and loads. He's got like over 100 of these have already signed up. Now, the thing with this is Keith has agreed to do it at this price. Like, so what happens is when somebody signs up, they sign up for the $50 a month up front, and that's their subscription model that will continue month after month after month forever. Okay, so if an affiliate signs up, they'll get 40% of the $50 a month. The $250, you'll then be contacted. Keith will send you an email straight away saying, right, if you want me to set all this up for you, pay this, here's $250 and fill in this form, and this is everything you'll need to do. If you don't fill in the form and send it off to him, you can set it up yourself and do it yourself on the back end completely, no problem at all. But Keith won't do it for any less than $250. Keith is keeping 100% of that money. I think he's absolutely insane doing it for that price, because he's agreed to submit to Search Console, he's agreed to create citations, he's agreed to submit your citations to an indexer, right? So all that stuff there costs him money as well. So you've got to think, it's probably going to cost him probably about at least $50 to $60 to do it. Then if he's doing it himself personally, he's getting paid $190 for what, a few hours work. It's not worth it for him. So if he's got his staff doing it, he has to cover the cost of his staff and his other people doing it at that end. I don't even see how it's profitable for him. I just think Keith's doing this because he just wants to help people. I don't see how he's making any money. So for him to give 40% of that away again, it'd be ridiculous. I don't see how he can keep doing it at $250. I honestly don't. I just don't. When I look at what it is he's doing and what he's offering and how he's putting it all together, I think within a few weeks, Keith's going to turn around and say to me, I can't keep doing it at this price. And that's why I've not turned around right out the gate and said, this is $500 and then I'll just keep a 40% commission, because I'm not trying to make money out of this. I'm trying to get it to help as many people as possible, as quick as possible. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with that one. And is it $250 plus $50 per month, and $50 per month thereafter. So the affiliate gets paid for the lifetime of the customer. So you'll get paid $20 per month for the lifetime of that customer. If that customer's with us for 10 years, you'll be getting paid for 10 years. Whether the upsells that they buy inside the system you'll get paid on or not, I don't 100% know. You're supposed to, But if they've clicked a different affiliate link or they've gone somewhere else, the tracking system, if you read about Thrivecart and the way their affiliate system works and the upsells and all the rest of it, we're using a third-party affiliate system. I ain't going to go in and start telling me, oh, well, that $10 upsell, I'm not bothered. It's like you get paid on the front end, guaranteed 100%. If they do a couple of upsells in the system and you don't get paid, it is what it is. I'm not gonna start paying my team to go in and counting through and doing all the accounts and all that. I'm building a software company to grow it as fast as I possibly can, help as many businesses as I possibly can, and it is what it is. If affiliates say I don't want to sell it because I don't know I'm gonna get paid on the upsells, I'm not that bothered. Like, I just don't care, and I know that sounds harsh, but that is just how it is. This needs to evolve where your trained certificate affiliates make the $250 for the setup. Exactly where we're going with this, 40% of the monthly. Nobody's going to get 40% of the monthly. The people that are trained to do this will eventually go on a list, and rather than Keith doing all the work. Now, don't get me wrong, if Keith can keep doing this work, and he signs up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these, and he never needs anybody else, I ain't going to take that away from him. If he's doing £500,000 a year or whatever off the back of that, then it's Keith's. As long as the clients are happy, it's getting done, it's getting dealt with, it's in a timely manner within, say, a week of setup, then I ain't going to change anything. But if it gets to a point where Keith's like, I can't handle all these, bring somebody else in, then what I'd do is I'd create a list, and I would contact people like Jeff that's just sent a thingy in here before saying, would you be interested, mate? And he'd say, go away, Mike, don't be stupid, right? But what I'm saying is, if that happened, then I would set up a bunch of trained people that I could take through. And what I'd probably do is release a training course and do some live training and go through it with people. And one certain number of people was good enough. There's a guy called Steve Brocklehurst who used to work with me a lot, and he's gone off and he's done his own thing. He would have been perfect for this because he was really knowledgeable. He's happy to sit there and do these things. He would have been good for this. But the opportunity may never arise simply because if Keith just keeps doing it, Keith keeps doing it, and everyone's happy, I'm happy. You also mentioned the 3 months would come to an end. That's ended. That's going to end. Sorry, that's going to end on Wednesday this week coming up. So it'll end midnight Tuesday. You need to have an affiliate training certification where we can make the $250 setting up our clients and 40% of the residual. Right, so you can set up your own clients. You don't have to. This is not mandatory. So on the Done For You service, you set up the subscription because that's my internal setup. You pay my business. I pay the affiliate. The $250 is optional. You can set it up yourself if you want. You don't have to use him. If you don't respond to the message that you get sent after you set up on that one, then you don't have to. Right. Peter, is there a way to link the site to the money site other than overlay? I see one option being at the footer. Right, so MG Martin Autos Inc. All rights reserved. As in my case, can this link take to the main site for the purpose of the juice? Right, so you want from the main site. So for link juice purposes, you want to rank from the main site to local.mgmartinauto.com. So your local pages are getting the power. So what you want to do is what we did over here. Let me show you. Excuse me. I did one from here to the bottom of this site that takes you through to the local pages. And then that takes you through to the site, which is the local pages. As you can see, got my NAP information down the bottom here from the Google Business Profile. There's links to the Google Business Profile here. We've done all the crazy stuff that we needed to do on this, but yes, so you want to link from the main site to this. You can always link back to the main site if you want, as visit our homepage or check this out or check that out. And then what you do is you could do that inside your content. So what I would recommend doing is, sorry, I've got the overlay in place. Oh no, this is not the overlay. This is actually the website. But if I go over here, I would link back to the homepage and certain sections of the site using relevant backlinks. So if we're talking about a link building service in one of these and you want to talk about your link building service on say, a link building page, yeah, then I would be like, check out our link building service here. Excuse me. I'd write in here, check out our link building service here. And I would probably, or go here to check out our link building service. And then on the keyword link building service, I would link back to my link building service page on the home of my website. Does that make sense? So that's how I would link back. I wouldn't link back. Footer links are not worth paper printed on. They're not used. They're rubbish for SEO. So you want citations, you want links inside of content. And everyone will say, oh yeah, but the power of a link over here is this and the power of a link's there. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, mate. Don't bother with any links anywhere else other than in your actual body content, the way you're writing on the page. And like, forget about these links, forget about footer links, forget about all this crap. Like, you want your links coming from here if you're going to link out to anything inside of your body or your content. It's as simple as that. And image links and stuff like that are all right as well, but just put the links in the body of the content and make sure that you're linking via relevant text that actually makes sense. So Google can read it and say, okay, it's saying link building service here, and he's linked through. They click on link building service here, and it takes you to a link building service that this business offers. It's that simple. Just logical. Makes sense. Next one. Excuse me. Is there a way for the pop-up that shows it's ranked by 3 local each time someone clicks on the site in Google? Also, I started watching a training. Right, so let me just take you back to here. Let me go down to my site. We were just on More Leads Local, weren't we? And that was showing. So all I've done in my site, edit home page, right? You've got a head code and a footer code there, yeah? So that head and footer code is site-wide. So you put your tracking pixels and all that crap in there, yeah? If you look, I'm using something called ELF Site, ELF Site, pop-up, 3 local, 3 months free. And literally you build it inside of it. It's just a cool tool, this, man. Really good tool. And I'm going to go over to there. You can see, I don't do tons of stuff with this, but I've had this month since I put that up. That's the only one that's really doing anything now. See, there's a ClickFunnels pop up there. There's 150 off MPP pop up there. There's garden opt-ins, all sorts of crap. Right, but they're all blanked out now because none of them are working anymore. So the only one we've got running at the minute is this one, 3 months free, local free. And that's done 44,700. I got this over on AppSumo years ago for about $500 one-time fee, which is awesome. But it costs you about $4 a month to have it in place. You can set it up, use your pop-ups, and you can put them anywhere. I use it for like my pricing tables and stuff like that on some stuff as well. It's really good. And you build it inside here, and then you pull it over. So there's a bit of free 13th birthday. So they've been around a while for an SEO, for a software company. There's a bit of free marketing for ElfSite. ElfSite's a good tool, man. It's really good. I've used it for years. I really like it. And that's how I do the pop-ups on my sites. So all these things that you see pop up, I always use ElfSite. Design it, edit it, make it in there, put it in the code, and it just works really well. Also, I started watching a training walkthrough this morning at 10 a.m. Okay, so again, replays will go on my YouTube channel here somewhere. There's the one of the, there you go, 3 local training. That's testimonial, that's roofing, that's index pages, that's the walkthrough webinar from the other day that we did. But also that goes, and you should have got an email on this, training.3local, walkthrough July 2025. The reason there's not many people seeing the video is we email this one out to people, which is your training.3local.com/walkthrough July 2025. So I'm assuming there's a June 2025 one as well. And there'll be one of them sent out every single month. Troy Robinson, Florida, Jacksonville. Hey Mike, I wanted to start my own agency. I use 3 local. I've been following you for a few years. I think you and your systems are freaking awesome. Thank you very much, man. I want my own agency. Brother, can this be done? Thanks again, brother. Yes, this can be used to build an agency. So the one I like the best, obviously, we're going to go through the models properly on Friday in the webinar. But you can offer this service to anyone, and you can just add them straight inside your own system and add it to their existing website. And you because you know how to build an agency and what you're doing, this makes it very, very easy. In addition to that, the franchise model that we were talking about earlier, where you've got one website, I think there was a business that did it called In the United Kingdom. I'm assuming it's .co.uk. It might be a .com. These guys, maybe I'm wrong. I am definitely wrong. Right, there was a business that did it, and they did a really good job of it. And they made an absolute fortune. I thought it was called something in the United Kingdom. And what they were doing was like Plumber Manchester in the United Kingdom.com or whatever their domain was. I can't remember what it was. And they did it like that. Because the reason that's really powerful is if you're linking from their site back to your home URL. So for example, let's say local.1st. Right, and let's ignore all the rubbish around here. Let's just cut that bit off there, right? But if I'm linking from this page here to say that it was built by whatever's over at First-Call, which I don't know what's over there. There's an overlay page showing my pop-up selling through local. Excuse me. If you're linking back to First-Call from all these, and then what you're doing is you're linking through like this, so you're linking through it. Let me go to one of the location pages on this. Let me click on London. And then let me click on Westminster, in fact, right? And then I'll show you what I mean. So you're going to set all this up, and then you're going to connect this to their Google Business Profile, which is all done automatically inside the system. So this connects to that business's CID there for their Google Business Profile, and it connects to their schema. This is what's super powerful about this, right? Then you've got Auto Electrician as the service of the page, and then Westminster is the place, which means it's a service area for this business up here, right? So all this helps rank these pages in these areas. It validates them. It's giving Google the correct schema. It does all the stuff it's supposed to be doing, right? But if you then, inside these pages, start linking back to your First-Call website from every single one of these, because it's connected to all these third-party resources, and they're getting loads of traffic, and they're getting loads of click-to-calls, and people are spending time on it, it's all building their main website, which on this case would be first-call.co.uk. The reason I'm showing you this one is I think I might use this one. I might change the home setup of this website. This won't change. This will stay exactly where it is. Various other things will stay exactly where they are. But what I think I might do is turn this First-Call into an emergency services website for the UK, and then put lots and lots and lots of businesses on it, connected to their GMBs and everything else, with them having their own subdomains once this agency style model is available. Because I love emergency services, because you get paid really fast, and that's kind of probably what I'm going to end up doing. So this will have all sorts of emergency roofing on there, emergency plumbing, emergency, and all sorts of other crazy stuff, but in the UK. So that's my favourite business model. I think that business model with this, once the new thing's been pushed forward, because you own and control every single one of the assets, and the business is renting it, so it's almost a lead generation service, but you're building the lead generation service on your own business, even though you're connecting it to their Google Business Profile and everything else. If they stop paying their bill, you stick a pop-up on there that says this customer's not paid their bill, but if you want to rank in this area for X, Y, or Z, or whatever, you can promote your own business via them leaving you, or you can just delete them completely from inside the system, and all of their traffic and everything that they've been will disappear. So it's a real powerful business model for anyone who wants to build some long-term sustainable, where your clients, like SEO is renowned for you getting fired after you get them results. It's like, right, I'm at the top of Google now, I'm going to stop giving you $1,500 a month to do it because you've already done it, and I'll come and speak to you in a year's time if we drop off the first page. And it's like, seriously? I've done all the work to get you to where you're going to be. I need to carry on doing the work to keep you where you want to be. You are going to drop off, but they're short-sighted. People are short-sighted. It's like, yeah, but I can have an extra 15, 18 grand over the next 12 months in my pocket by not paying you, and then worry about it next year. And that's what people do. Whereas this model is completely rock solid. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. But I'll show you how to build it out and everything next week. Dead excited about that, as you can probably tell. So yes, agency, but the franchise model's probably just as powerful. It was like when I read Jeff's message before up here, it was like he read my mind. I was like so happy he'd asked that question. Great minds think alike, buddy. Right, Brian, Costa Rica, USA. Okay, what is the plan? Free trial goes away next Wednesday. Is this the same question in different format? I see potential with Free Local as an affiliate. Okay, cool. How do we promote Free Local now and in the future? I realise you are evolving Free Local, and that is good. Yes, Free Local is going to keep evolving, keep changing, but once the pricing structure is in place, it will stay like that for the next 6 months. And going forward, the pricing structure might go from whatever it costs per month to whatever it costs per month in the future. Like businesses put the prices up every single year. I'm not saying we're going to, but existing customers keep the pricing they've got. So all your newest customers that have signed up stay where they are. And what's really good about that is that if I'm charging $10 a month now, right, and let's say I'm charging $50 a month next week, which I won't be, but let's say I was charging $50 a month next week, any of your clients that go to leave, it's like, you know what, you're paying $10 a month at the minute. Like, if you leave, you've got to pay $50 a month to come back. Are you sure that's what you want to do? And they don't leave. They don't want to leave. Like, anyone who's got this 3-month trial, hundreds of people will sign up between now and Wednesday for the 3 months free because they know it's going away. Okay? That will happen. Check the time because I know I've got a meeting at 10 a.m. So yes, we're still in its very first infancy stage at the minute. This is going to change. This is going to change. The prices are going to go up, but it'll level out once this has happened. I suggest you create a product for affiliates to sell that has more upfront money for the affiliates. I agree with you totally, and that will happen in the next 7 to 10 days. Create a tool that creates a new website for businesses using Free Local. Definitely not. We don't want new business clients. Right. Let me wait there. Most businesses do not have good lead gen landing pages, and they should renew their websites. I agree with you totally that they don't. Right. So from my perspective, I've been doing this for a long time now, right? And if I sign up somebody, right, for example, if I go and sign up a business on even $100 a month, right? And he's not yet got a website, and he's not yet got a Google business profile, and he's not yet got any of the stuff that he should have as a local business, right? $100 a month, it feels like, to him, like I'm taking a fortune off him every single month. And they stay for 3 to 6 months and they leave, right? Maximum. Sometimes they stay for a month, don't get any clients, and like, oh, no, I can't do this anymore. They're not the people we want to work with, right? You want somebody who's got out of college or uni or done whatever they've done to set the business up, or just quit everything else and said, I'm going to build this business. You want somebody that's proactive, that's gone out and said, right, what do I need to sell my business? I need a website, right? I'm going to go and get a website, right? Next thing, what do I need? I need a Google business profile, so I'm going to go and set up a Google business profile. Right, now I need SEO, I need ranking, I need link building, and you want these proactive business owners. And do you know what? 85% of business owners are those people. Right, which is ridiculously crazy because 70% of local businesses fail within the first 3 years. And they fail because big companies like Google and everybody else are designed to pick the pockets, right? But with regards to this, so my whole point when setting this up was we could have easily said, put this on the www. We could have spent another 6 months building the page builder and all the other stuff and made it so it was the best page builder in the world. And we could have gone and competed against people like Wix and everybody else, right? But that's not the market we want. I don't want new setups. I don't want new businesses straight out of the gate. There is 30-something million businesses in the United States alone. And 90% of them are local businesses, right? So this, right, Free Local will help 100% of those businesses that use it. That is a massive market, right? So for us to turn around and say, we've got a market of 30 million plus businesses just in the United States, right? So when I want to cherry pick which businesses I want to work with, which ones do I want to work with? Well, I want to work with the ones that have got a Google business profile and they've got a website already. Why? Because they've already showed willing to put the time and the effort and the work. They've already showed they're willing to invest money into their business website and all the other crap that comes with it, right? So realistically, we don't want to cover new websites. And when we bring out the subdomain thing in a few weeks or whenever that comes out, where you can build the agencies and where you can build the franchise models and all the rest of that, www. will be blocked, right? Why? Because of exactly what I've just told you. I don't want to work with new businesses that are just getting started because it's just an absolute headache, not just for me, but for you as the affiliate and for everybody that's dealing with them and selling to them. You want to be going and speaking to existing businesses, and you want to be going saying to those existing businesses, look, you've got a website, you've got a Google business profile. The first page of Google generates 100% of leads for 90% of local businesses via either paid ads, Google business profile, or your website, right? Those are the three main ways you're going to generate lead sales and clients from the first page of Google. If you're not on the first page of Google, most businesses don't get any work at all ever, right? So we're in agreement with that. So what we're doing with this ranks the Google business profile, ranks the website, ranks them in all the areas that they want to get lead sales and clients. The only thing it doesn't do is reduce the cost of the paid ads. And I have got a way of doing that, but I'm going to release that in a couple of years, okay? But at present, those first two sections on the first page of Google, right, we're helping with both. So when you go to a local business who's paying £15 per click because they're proactive, because they've got a website, because they've got a GMB, and because they're paying for ads, right? It's like, imagine you could have a page in every single area of your business wants clients and you're not paying $20 a click for it. All of a sudden, these businesses are like, wow, okay, yeah, very interested. Then those businesses are like, okay, I'm very interested. What's the cost? And they're expecting you to say $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month, or something like that. And when you turn around and say $200 a month and you're going to throw it on here and do a 10-mile radius costing you $50 a month, they are a client for life. And that's where the strength of growing a real business is rather than us trying to pick the pockets of every single business for as much money as we possibly can, let's take a little bit of money off every business and know that every single business that works with us is going to make a shitload of money on the back end of it, is going to become super profitable, and we're helping them, and they're going to recommend us to everybody else, and our businesses are going to grow, and their businesses are going to grow, and we're all going to make money together. I'll shut up now. Right. Or install 3Local on a subdomain if the business has a good website already. Boom. Yes. Install it on a subdomain. We're not going to do this. This is never going to happen. This bit here, we are never going to become a web builder, ever, no matter what. It's not what we're doing. It's not why we're doing what we do. It's never going to happen. Install it on a subdomain is always going to be the route. The route to market is, we've got 30 million businesses in the United States alone that we can target. Okay? The only way that I'm wheedling out the ones I don't want to work with is the ones that don't have a website, that don't have a Google business profile. And do you know, if somebody wants to work with us and they've got a new business, sell them a website, sell them a Google business profile, and then add them on to 3Local. Because then they've shown willing. They've shown willing to spend money. They've shown willing to want to work with somebody. And they've shown that they are willing to actually do what it takes to run a business and not just like, oh, do you know what? I want to dabble at this, and then I want to dabble at that, and I want to dabble at the other. It's like, not interested in working with them. Not on this project. Because the more businesses that we work with that are never going to be successful because they don't want to set up a website, they don't want to set up a GMB, and they don't want to do all things right, the more negative press we're going to get, because we're dealing with customers that are never going to be successful no matter what you do for them. And if you're working with customers that's never going to be successful, the only way is down for everybody. I feel like I'm giving a lecture now. I'm going to shut up. As an affiliate, I prefer to charge a setup fee, and then a monthly maintenance for 3Local. The affiliate makes good money up front, and we make the residual. So you can sell the $50 per month, 10-mile radius, straight out. You can sell it for whatever you want, set it up on your own account, or you can sell it or you can sign up and pay for it. Or you can sign it up as an affiliate, whichever you prefer. And then obviously you charge whatever setup fee you want. It's totally up to you. But it won't be for a full website. So what I'd recommend doing, right, the real thing that every business needs, let me show you. Right, so they need a website, so you sell them a website. They need a Google business profile, so you sell them a Google business profile. They need 3Local, so you send them 3Local. They need Search Console, so you submit it to Search Console for them. They need citations, they need them indexing, so you sell them the citations, then you index the citations for them. They want new locations coming on Friday next week, then you sell them 3Local, you connect it to the Google business profile, and you stick it into the Search Console. As you can see just from that list there, right, for you as an expert, as an agency, trying to sell this to a client, this is what a local business needs to do for themselves, and this is what 3Local enables them to do. But if you as an agency or as a business want a roadmap, sell them a website, sell them a GMB, then sell them onto 3Local, then submit them to Search Console so they can see all the indexing. Then it's like, right, if we really want to boost these, sell them some citations, let's put slash backlinks, Right, once you've done that, index them. Index the citations and the backlinks. Charge them to do this if you have to, but indexing them is going to make it so that they generate more lead sales and clients and more ranking, because once they're indexed, Google knows they exist. It passes the power from them to the business. So that index is important, right? Then they want a new location. So this guy's based in Manchester and he wants London. No problem. We stick him on 3 local for London. It's already connected to his GMB, so we just connect the new one to the same GMB based in Manchester, and we know it benefits the GMB and ranks it further afield. We know it ranks quickly, and then submit to Search Console. Super simple, super easy. Boom. Anyway, how about creating a forum for affiliates so we can have a place to ask questions? I send you my questions, but where are your responses? Fucking hell, Brian. Mate, you've sent me more questions than anyone else, right? So if you go to my YouTube channel over here... I'm so sorry for laughing, but I thought you knew. I've said it loads of times in the videos. So the video on my responses are here, look. There's one. Unprepared answering your questions. Let's go back. In fact, let's go to videos, recent videos that I've done. So there's one. I'm unprepared answering your questions. There's another one. I'm unprepared answering your questions. There's another one. I'm unprepared answering your questions. So the last 3 times I've done this, they're all here. They're all in my YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/@Mike-Mine. See, I'm answering these questions like you guys actually see the answer. Right, so I'll tell you what. I may as well stick this on the end of this video here. No, in fact, I'll do it on a new video. I'll do that later today. Thank you very much. I've answered all your questions. We've gone through them all. I've gone on a bit of a rant like I normally do. Dead excited about Free Local. I can see a lot of people are getting dead excited about Free Local. If you want to submit any questions, go to mikemartin.uk, wherever that was a minute ago. I have no idea where it is. There we go. Boom. Click Ask Me Anything. Submit your questions. And I answer your questions every Friday on a video that I post onto YouTube over here. And it's usually got my face covered up because I'm not really putting my face on the thing. I'm using some random dude's face. So you think this is me in the background, but it's not. I've got a worse beard and a better hairline than him. All right, guys. Thank you very, very much. And I will have a great weekend. I'll see you all next week. Don't forget, the prices are going up on Wednesday. That means if the prices are going up on Wednesday, you need to get as many of these free trials set up as possible before then. So it goes up midnight on Tuesday. It's ending. Okay, everything will change at midnight on Tuesday. So after that, then we're going to start looking at the next upgrade, which will be coming on Friday. I'm going to do a webinar for you guys, walk you all through it, show you how it's going to work, show you the business models, answer all your questions on live on the webinar, and you'll have loads of fun. Cool. I will see you all. If I don't speak to you again before, I'll see you for the questions next Friday and the webinar next Friday. Catch you in a bit. Bye-bye.